Everybody get mounted.
What's the rush, Reno? This bunch of cowards won't get anywhere.
What are you getting at, Blaze?
Well, they haven't taken in enough in the last month to feed their horses.
Just how much have you brought in?
Strong box is on the stage this time, Reno.
Probably filled with lead bars instead of gold.
Look! Outlaw it!
Well, throw the gold off the next turn in the road. Right. You're going over the side of the box, Jim boy.
But I will help you fight the outlaws.
It's more important that you take care of the gold. Over the side, lights. Jim, jump clear of the wheel now. Way out.
Is it yours?
No, but Flapjack told me to guard it.
Who's Flapjack?
He's a stage driver. We were chased by outlaws.
Well, maybe we can lend him a hand.
Oh, he'll be all right.
Well, you can't leave the gold here. Maybe we can follow him and give it back.
No, he'll be in 3 Buttes before we can do that.
Well, that's just where I'm going. We can take the gold right into town.
Well, I guess I can trust you.
I think you can. My name's Tex Granger. What's yours?
Jim.
Jimmy, I'm glad to know you. We can put the gold in my saddlebags.
Boy, will Flapjack be surprised.
I hope you'll be pleased, too.
Oh, he will.
Ooh. Throw down that strong box.
We ain't packing one this trip.
Tie him down, both of you. Maybe they're telling the truth.
They could have thrown it off if they had time. I'll double back.
Chappie, and Driscoll go with him. Now you're going to tell me where that box is. Ah, we're wasting time. Let him go.
Well, there we are, Jimmy. I guess we'll have to ride double.
Oh, that's all right.
Climb on. All set?
Yeah.
There's a present for Reno. Take it to him. Well, take it to him. Here's a box to keep your gold in, Reno. That is, if you ever get any. This one didn't even have lead in it.
How about it, Chappie?
Blaze found it. It was already busted open.
Don't try to outdraw me. Why, this bunch of broken down bad men could never get me gold. I'm pulling out, Reno. You can have a lot of it. Just so you don't forget me. Anybody else think they can beat me to the draw? I'll see some of you in jail, those that live that long.
Come on.
What do you got in them saddlebags?
Gold?
Gold? Where'd you get it?
I found it.
Was it the gold that was on the stage? It was held up.
So I hear. It's too bad you weren't there to prevent it.
Oh, hold on there. You haven't got the proper respect for the law.
You're wrong. I have. It's some of the representatives of the law I have no respect for.
Hello. How are you? What can we do for you?
I think this belongs to you.
Where'd you get that gold?
It was thrown off the stage just before the robbery. You've heard about that, haven't you?
Yes, we have. What do you know about it?
Nothing, except this seems to be your property. It is, isn't it?
That's right. This is Mr. Rance Carson. The gold shipment was coming to him.
Well, here it is, Mr. Carson. I'm Tex Granger.
I'm in your debt, Granger.
No, I think you can thank a young friend of mine.
What's going on outside?
Peterson!
Is that the best use you can make of that gun?
Dog jumped me, Rance.
And I suppose the youngster was beating in those few brains of yours. Get out.
I'll take care of you, boy.
This is Jimmy, the boy I was telling you about.
Hi, Jimmy. Say, you've got a reward coming to you.
Oh, I just did it for Flapjack.
Yes, but I'm paying the reward.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Remember, Rance Carson is always your friend. Well, if you're staying in town, drop in and see me at the Paradise.
Thank you, I will.
Howdy, folks. I'm Mrs. Kent.
My name is Granger. Can you put us up?
Sure can. This your boy?
No, he's just a friend of mine. I met him right after the stage was held up.
Oh, yeah. Flapjack told me about it. You the young'un he was talking about?
Yes, his name is Jimmy.
Flapjack's an old friend of ours. Between Jim and Les Collins the guard, they managed to save Rance Carson his gold. I wished it was somebody else's.
Oh, he gave me a big reward.
Oh, Carson will get that back out of somebody. Probably some poor rancher.
You don't seem to think much of Mr. Carson.
I not only don't seem to, I don't. And I'm not the only one. Why do we waste time talking about him? You want to get to your room.
Do you have somebody to take care of my horse?
Now, that's another thing. I can't seem to get anybody to take a job caring for the barns.
Could I have the job?
A shaver like you.
I like to take care of horses. And a dog can stay with me.
He will. He belongs here. I raised him from a pup. His name's Duke.
Well, could I have the job?
I don't know.
Well, I work awful hard, and I gotta have some money so I can go looking for my father.
Have you any idea where he is, Jimmy?
He came out west a long time ago when my mother died. I was in a home, and I kind of got thinking it'd be pretty nice if I was with him.
All right. You can have the job. There's a nice room in the barn.
Gee, thanks. Oh, will you take care of this money for me?
Well, sure. My land, you're rich.
Mr. Carson's reward.
Tainted money.
I'll take care of your horse. Come on, Duke.
I'll show you to your room, Mr. Granger.
Thank you.
Come in. Hello, Richard. Sit down. Well, what's on your mind?
Oh, I just dropped in to ask for a little more time to make the payment on my ranch.
I'm running a business, Dale. I told you a month ago you'd have to pay up.
I thought I could, but I had 100 head of cattle run off by rustlers. I was going to sell them and pay you off.
It's your problem to protect yourself. I've got to protect my investment.
Just what does protection cost?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I was thinking there might be somebody here in Three Buttes that's in cahoots with the rustlers.
You've got something on your mind, Dale. Say it.
I'll say it all right, but not until I'm ready to prove it.
Go on talking.
Well, as I said, all I want's a little more time.
Stranger here, ain't you?
Maybe.
Sure you are. I don't know you.
I don't know you. That makes you a stranger, too.
Figuring on staying in town?
I like it. But what I see from here, I don't care much for it.
Don't get gay with the law, young fella, or I'll have to lock you up.
You got any deputies?
No, I don't need them. I'll do it myself.
I figure I'll stay. I want to see that. It's a mighty pretty badge you're wearing there, but you ought to file off the points.
Yeah? What for?
Might hurt going down if I had to make you swallow it.
Peterson, come up here.
What'll it be?
Buttermilk.
I'll give you a week to pay up or get off the ranch.
And that's the way you're taking over, Carson. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. You're going to own every acre of land in the territory before you get through.
Throw him out.
Someone ought to be man enough to help that poor rancher.
It's usually not healthy to interfere with other people's business.
That sort of thing is the business of every decent man.
Well, I would know which side to take.
You stay around here long enough, you'll learn.
Do you ever try that on anyone that can shoot back?
Why, you...
Put it away. It's empty.
want to talk to you. Come upstairs. Come in. Have a drink?
I came up here to talk.
What's your name?
They call me Blaze.
Blaze. That's good enough. Three Buttes needs a new marshal.
Don't sound like much of a job.
Well, it could be.
Oh.
It'll show, little by little.
And you think maybe I could learn?
You've learned how to handle yourself.
Draw. I can handle the irons, too.
I think you can handle this.
Pin it on. I'll give it a try.
Lay down, Duke. Don't you see I got work to do? Lay down, Duke. Don't you see I got work to do?
Liking your job, Jimmy?
Sure do. Yeah, but I'd get more work done if Duke wouldn't bother me.
Oh, I don't think you mind that too much. I'll see you later, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hello, Granger.
Hello, Carson. I dropped in for some advice.
Fine. Come in.
Thank you.
Sit down.
I have a little money to invest, and I thought you might have some suggestions.
Well, that's my business. I've got 2 or 3 ranches for sale.
No, I don't think that's quite in my line.
Something in town, huh? Hey, look. I own a newspaper plant down the street. Been idle for almost a year.
I've had some experience in that line.
Think you'd like to take it over?
I might if the price is right.
Well, I'll make it right. $5,000. And I'll help you by financing any part of it.
Oh, I can handle the whole thing in cash if the plant stacks up.
Well, I'll guarantee that part of it. Sandy Wright, the old printer, is still in town. I'll have him get in touch with you.
It's a deal.
Fine. I'll have the papers ready in an hour.
Thank you very much.
Don't you go thinking that wasn't a day's work. But she's ready to roll.
The first edition of the New Frontier on its way. Tell me, Sandy, why did the paper suspend publication?
Oh, that's a long story.
But you haven't been able to tell me any part of it.
I told you to oil your 6-gun, didn't I?
You can't run a newspaper with guns, Sandy.
That's what you think.
I'm sure the pen is mightier than the 6-gun.
Maybe you read that somewhere, but it wasn't in the Frontier.
Another thing, you mentioned something about a former assistant editor. I'll need a lot of help.
The assistant editor will be here. I'll go have a look and see how much they paid the type.
Pencils. I dropped them. But this visit is a surprise, Miss Kent.
You know, if I'm going to go to work for the newspaper, you'll have to get used to calling me Helen.
You're the assistant editor?
Well, why not?
Why didn't somebody tell me these things?
Well, first I'd like to know the policy of the paper.
The pen is mightier than the 6-gun.
Sounds encouraging.
The Frontier stands for justice, fair play, and is against all form of lawlessness.
Tell me, does Rance Carson have anything to say about the policy?
No, why should he?
You'll find out someday.
I bought him out lock, stock, and policy.
I got word from a friend in 3 Buttes that the goal we missed on the stage is waiting for us in the land office.
Did he say anything about the marshal they got there?
Yeah, he couldn't scare a tenderfoot. Let's get mounted. Go up.
I'd sure hate to have to tangle with that new marshal.
Have some more coffee?
No, thanks. I'll be frank, Mrs. Kent. I don't exactly understand what you have against Carson.
He's responsible for all the crooked dealing in this territory.
Can you prove it?
I can't. He's as smart as he is crooked. Nobody can prove nothing.
Well, he's always been very helpful and considerate with me.
Mm-hmm. That's because he wants to use you.
Well, I don't see how.
Just be patient. You'll find out.
Wrong steer on that marshal. He's a fighter. We better get out of here quick.
What about the safe? They haven't got time for the safe.
If it's lead they want, we'll give them lead.
They're robbing the land office.
What is the meaning of this attack on the Richards Ranch? And who is this mysterious night rider? Don't miss The Rider of Mystery Mesa, the second exciting chapter of Tex Granger, at this theater next week.